This is the Frugal Gardener, and if you've ever wondered what your winter garden would look like after 3 days and nights of sub-freezing temperatures, wonder no more. This is the aftermath, the result, the devastation of 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts, of temperatures that were actually dropping throughout the day and staying below freezing for long periods of time. On Christmas Eve, it actually dropped to 0. That's not counting the wind chill factor. I plant in this garden, this raised crate garden, every winter, and yes, it's dropped down from time to time to below freezing and even into the teens, but never anything like this. I've done a quick search across the YouTube gardening channels, and I'm not the only one. 2/3 of the U.S. experience this weather, and a lot of gardeners are hurting. It's not looking good. It's a minor setback for me because I don't have to do this for a living. I don't have to do this to put food on the table, although it does help. I can replant this, and I intend to replant because over the next week, from the next week, it's going to be in the 50s and 60s, believe it or not, every day. This is the monitor that I added for here. So I kind of knew it was going to be bad. There's nothing behind me. There's no buildings. It's just open space. And this just got hammered. Just got battered day in and day out. And this is the result. There's nothing left here to salvage. But, excuse me, all is not lost, because if you follow my channel, you'll know that I have a second winter garden. This is my dome garden, and it's a whole different story over here. Believe it or not, this garden survived. There's a couple of rough spots. There's a couple of things that I need to adjust and tweak, but boom. Look how green it is. This is kind of a underhanded back way of me proving my point. It wasn't intentional, but as I explained when I put this together, if you protect the bottom, and if you plant or put your pots in the right spot where you can get sun, and a few other things that I mentioned in my original videos when I did this, then you will be able to survive. There's one of my little black bottles that I use, and there's a couple of these things the bugs got to. I'm going to have to do some tweaking, but for the most part, we came through this okay, especially this one here. And these are my elephant garlics here, and there's another one over there. There's dinosaur kale. There's cabbage somewhere in here, and there's also collard greens. So these are the greens that I grew over. They look a little wilted now, but I expected in the next excuse me, in the next day or two that this is going to bounce back even more. So on one hand, I'm disappointed, but on the other hand, I'm grateful. Could be worse. Could have been a lot worse. I will give you guys updates on the replant. Yes, the replant for the raised crate garden. I don't give up easily. So I will be starting over in the next day or two. I will keep you guys posted. Thanks for bearing with me. Things don't always work out the way they plan, but perseverance is the key, and that's going to be the name of the game for me for the next couple of months. This is the Frugal Gardener, and remember, when you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. You guys have a great afternoon. I'll catch you on the next video.